Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Mario, and today we're going to be talking about beer. In our last video, we made our California Common Beer, also known as steam beer. And if you want to see that video, click this link right here, and you can see that video. Today I'm going to be going over how California Common got started, and also the biology in how the fermentation process works. California Common Beer has its roots in America, specifically on the West Coast when settlers were coming over during the Gold Rush era. They were enjoying this beverage. There are different theories on how the name steam beer got started. The one that I believe the most is that when they were done with the boiling process, they would pump the wort up to the roof of the brewery and let it cool in shallow cooling vessels. Lacking any kind of refrigeration, they had to cool down the wort fast if they wanted to pitch the yeast into it. So, what better way than using the cool San Francisco air to cool down the wort? And so, passers-by would see the steam rising from the brewery, and that's how the name steam beer got started. Now for the biology about California Common Beer. This beer uses a lager-type yeast, which usually ferments around 38 degrees to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Lager yeast are able to ferment at such lower temperatures because they slowly ferment the sugars and they're not so quick and they won't create these undesirable alcohol flavors. Lacking any good kind of refrigeration to make a lager, they use this yeast at higher temperatures to create somewhat low-class beer. Like other types of beer, California Common uses malted barley, which means that there are enzymes in with the starch that break it down into glucose molecules that the yeast can then use as a substrate to eat up and create waste, which we know and love as alcohol. In my last video, I talked about using specialty grains, and one of these specialty grains would add sweetness to the beer. Now, you might be thinking, well, wait, if sweetness is from a carbohydrate or a sugar, shouldn't the yeast ferment that down and then create more alcohol? One of the classes of unfermentable sugars is called dextrins. Dextrins are long-chain sugars, which are too big for the yeast cells to bring in and use them as energy. Now, just because it's an unfermentable sugar doesn't mean you want to get rid of it. Dextrins are also known to create body, so it doesn't just taste like you're drinking watery beer. It actually tastes a little bit frothy and viscous. And that's it for today. If you learned something new, please like the video, and if you want to be filled in with more biology information, don't forget to subscribe.